rubber stamping of our congressman. He just follows the party line all the way down. He doesn't think about people. He thinks about the millionaires.
One of the things that I really have a sticking point with is the free services that he's got from the West Virginia Department of Natural Resources. If that was a free service that he got from them, then he really should be amending his financial statements, congressional financial statements, reporting that as income, and actually amending his tax returns as well.
Roscoe Bartlett is really scamming the public by not supporting education, jobs, or the American dream.
Because Bartlett has never voted in my best interest in all of his terms in office.
I wrote him an email in July expressing my concerns about his stance on the debt ceiling and what the consequences would be if we failed to pass the debt ceiling increase. And his reply was that he's never voted for a debt ceiling increase, and he never would. And I just find that kind of an attitude very detrimental to the welfare of the United States.
Because I just wanted Mr. Bartlett to know that we don't like him. I had a meeting with his chief of staff who told me that Mr. Bartlett does not believe in helping small businesses, and he didn't believe that the government should fund any small businesses. And actually, if he couldn't tell whether I was black or white over the phone, so I guess if he understood if I was black, he wouldn't even have had a meeting with me. Our government of the people, by the people, for the people, not a government of the rich, by the Republicans, for the special interests.
That Roscoe Bartlett, who voted for term limits, but is still here after how many years, 18 or 19 years, still is in office. And he hasn't got a clue what he votes for. I just asked him if why did he vote for why did he vote to redefine WAVE, and he said he didn't remember doing that. He doesn't remember what he votes for. So that's pretty sad.
I feel it's time for Congressman Bartlett to resign, to leave office with some dignity, any dignity that he might have left, before we vote him out of office. He's been feathering his own nest while he's been in Congress. Investing in real estate, last year in 2010 he purchased 8 new properties. Yet on his financial disclosure forms, which he's required to file in Congress, he did not disclose how he paid for the properties. In the past, he has been caught fudging the facts. Almost every year he has to file an amended disclosure statement because he seems to leave out properties that he's purchased, sales that he's made. In 2008, the Frederick News Post, his hometown newspaper, disclosed that he failed to report $1 million in sales of properties between the years of 2004 and 2006 or 7, I believe it was. And he said, oh, that doesn't matter, there were no capital gains. Well, somehow I find that's hard to believe. He's an astute businessman, and I doubt he'd been buying properties for $90,000. One he purchased for $90,000, and he sold a mortgage to a family member at a pretty high interest rate, and they turned around and sold the property for, I think, over $400,000. And I find it hard to believe, and it wasn't too many years later that this transaction took place. And I find it hard to believe that there are no capital gains made on that transaction.